Hello guys, I am Girish Kumar GB, studying in SBC College. My subject is Oops with Java. My topic is use static methods in interface and primitive interface methods. Introduction. Static methods in interface allows us to define methods that can be called without creating an instance of a interface. These methods can be useful for providing utility functions or defining common behavior across multiple classes. Private interface methods allows us to define helper methods that are only accessible within the interface itself, improving code organization and reusability. Overview of a static methods in interface. Static methods in interface are declared using the static keyword. They can be called directly on the interface itself without the need to instance and implementing classes. Static methods can provide utility functions that are relevant to interface functionality. Benefits of a using static methods in interfaces. Static methods providing when define default behavior of all implementing classes. They allow for code reuse and reduce duplication occurs multiple classes. Static methods can be used for factory methods, utility functions, and or helper methods. Example of a static methods in interface. Suppose we have interface called mathutils with a static method called square that calculates the square of a given number. This method can be called directly on the interface as mathutils square. All our classes implementing mathutils will inherit this method. Limitations of static methods in interfaces. Static methods cannot access instance specific data or methods. They cannot be overridden by implementing classes, limiting their flexibility. Using too many static methods in interface can lead to procedural programming style, which may not be ideal for object oriented design. Overview of a private interface method. Private interface methods are declaring using the private keyword within an interface. They can only be accessed within the interface itself and are not visible to implementing classes or external code. Private interface method can improve code organization and encapsulation. Benefits of a usual private interface method. Private interface method allows for code reuse within the interface without exposing the implementation details to implementing classes. They make the interface easier to maintain. The modify private methods can be changed without affecting the interface's public API. Private methods can be used to break down complex logic into smaller, more manageable pieces. Example of a private interface method. Suppose we have interface called string validator with a private method called is valid length that takes is a given string as valid length. The private method can be used by other public method within the interface of a perform length validation. Implementing classes do not have access to this private method. Limitations of private interface method. Private interface method cannot be called or accessed outside of the interface. They cannot be overridden or implemented by implementing classes. Private methods are meant to be used within the interface for code organization and encapsulation purpose only. Best practice for using static methods in interface. Use static methods springly and only when they provide clearly utility or shared behavior. Avoid really too heavily on static methods as it can lead to producer programming style. Document the purpose and behavior of each static methods to provide clarity to developers. You you provide interface method to break down complex logic and improve code organization. Keep private methods focused on a specific task to enhance code reliability and maintainability. Avoid making private methods too large or complex as this can hinder code compression. Summary. Static methods in interfaces allow for the definition of methods that can be called without creating an instance of an interface. They provide utility functions, default behavior, and code reuse occurs multiple classes. Private interface methods are only accessible within the interface itself and improve code organization and encapsulation. Thank you for watching, guys.